Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 6, square and square root, exercise 6.3, question number 5. Question 5 है, for each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiple so as to get a perfect square number. Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. Okay, so here some numbers are given. First number is 252. Okay, so we find the smallest number. This number is not perfect square. You can see here the end point. It means that unit digit is 2. Okay, जब किसी नंबर्स के यूनिट प्लेस पे 2, 3, 7 एंड 8 नंबर्स आता है तो नंबर परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नहीं रहता है. ओके, सो फॉर वी फाइंड हियर द स्मॉलेस्ट होल नंबर्स बाय व्हिच it should be multiple so as to get a perfect square numbers. Okay, it means that first we find the smallest whole numbers and multiply by these numbers, then we obtain it's become perfect square numbers. After this we find the square root of the new numbers. Okay, so first we find the prime factorization of this number 252. First we find the prime factorization of 252. So you know how to find prime factorization of these numbers, and this is 252. You can see here the unit digit of this number is 2, so it means that this number is divisible by 2. 2 is the smallest prime number. So if you divide this 2, 7, 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4, 2 6 ja 12. After this again here you can see the unit digit is even number, so it is divided by again 2. So here 2 6 ja 12 and 2 3 ja 6. After this 663 is divisible by 3 because sum of the number is divisible by 3. Sum of number means 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 is the sum of the number of the digit and it divisible by 3. It means that this is divisible by also 3. So 3 2 ja 6, 3 1 ja 3. So here this is 21. 21 is divisible by 3 and 7 also. So first you divide 3, then we obtain 7, and here again 7. Okay, so now we express the 252 in the product of prime factors. Okay, so we can write 252 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Okay, so here you can see the prime, this 2 is pair, in pair, 3 is in pair, but 2 have no pairs. Okay, so here prime factor 7 has no pair. You can see here prime number 7, prime factor 7 has no pair. Okay, here prime factor 7 has no pair, therefore 252 must be multiplied by 7. Okay, this is not perfect square numbers because you can see here 2 in pair, 3 in pair, but 7 have no pairs. If we multiply 7 in this number 252, then it's become perfect square numbers. This is clear. So therefore this implies that 252 52 must be multiplied by must be multiplied by 7. If we multiply 252 by 7, then we obtain perfect square numbers. Okay, so therefore you can see here 252 into 7. Okay, in this way this numbers be perfect square numbers. So 7 2 ja 14, carry 1, 7 5 ja 35, plus 1 36, and 7 2 ja 15 and 3, 7 2 ja 14 plus 3 17. In this way we obtain 1764. This is a perfect square numbers. Okay, because we multiply in this number by 7s. Okay, so this is our required numbers. Okay, the required smallest number is 7. Okay, if we multiply 252 by 7, then we obtain the perfect square numbers. Okay, why we multiply 252 by 7? Because you can see here we express this 252 in the form of prime factors. So we obtain 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 7. Okay, 2 in pair, 3 have in pair, but 7 have no pairs. So for perfect numbers, for this number become perfect numbers when if we multiply by 7 these numbers, or we divide by 7 these numbers. If we multiply by 7 these numbers, so these numbers 7 also becomes a perfect inner pairs. Okay, if we divide this number by 7, then we obtain 2 into 2, 3 into 3. So both prime factors also becomes in pairs. Okay, so the smallest whole numbers is 7, for which if we multiply 252 by 7, this number becomes perfect square numbers. Okay, so here you can write the smallest required number is 7. The smallest required number is 7. Okay, the smallest required number is, you can write here 7. Clear? Now we find square root of this number. Okay, so square root of this number, how you find square root this number? First you write this number in the product of prime numbers. So this is our new numbers 1764. So we can express it 1764 by product of prime numbers. So we can write it 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Okay, so we can write 1764 in the product of prime factors, or you can say prime numbers. 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. You can see here each numbers have in pair. 2 have in pair, 3 have in pair, 7 have in pair. So you can say this number is a perfect square number. So we can find it square root. Okay, so for square root, this is symbol of square root. Okay, so you can write here 1764, and again you can write the product of prime factors also in under root 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Okay, so we take one prime numbers from each pairs. Okay, here one first pair 2 into 2, this is a one pair. So we take one prime number from each pair. Here it's become 2 into, from this pairs we take 3 into this is pair of 7s, we take 7. Okay, so in this way you can see 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 7, this is into 42. Okay, this is equal to 42. Okay, so this is our answer. Okay, the square root of new numbers is 42. Okay, question is that find the smallest whole numbers by which multiplied in 252, then it's become perfect square numbers, and after this find the root of square root of the new the given obtained number, means new numbers. Okay, so for this first we find the prime factorization of the given number is 252. This is a given number. So first we find the prime factorization of these numbers. Okay, so you can see the unit place digit is even numbers. Here it means that this is 2, so this number is divided by 2. So we divide this number 252 by 2, then we obtain quotient 126. Again we divide 126 by 2, then we obtain the quotient is 63. Now this is 63. At time this is not divisible by 2 because the even place is odd number. So which number is divisible by 2? Which smallest prime numbers is divisible by 63? So first next prime number is after 2, 3. So first we find sum of digit. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, it means that 9 is divisible by 3. So 63 is also divisible by 3. So if we divide 63 by 3, we obtain quotient is 21. 21 again divisible by 3, and if we divide 21 by 3, then we obtain quotient 7. Okay, again 7 divisible by 7. So in this way you can see here, you can write the prime factorization are 52 in the product of prime numbers 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 7. So here you can see 2 have in pair, 3 have in pair, but 7 have not pair. Okay, 7 have no pairs. Okay, so for this we multiply 7. Then if we multiply 7 in this numbers, so it's become 7 becomes in pair. If we multiply 7, okay, then this number becomes a perfect numbers, perfect square numbers. Okay, because 2 have in pair, 3 have in pair. So so after multiplying 7 have in pair. Okay, so it's become a perfect square numbers. Okay, so here you can see here prime factor 7 have no pairs. Okay, if you therefore 252 must be multiplied by 7. So here you can see 252 multiplied by 7, we obtain 1764. Clear? Now, so in this way you can say the smallest whole number is 7. If you multiply 252 by 7, then it will become perfect square numbers. Okay, so here you can see we multiplied 252 by 7, then we obtain 1764. Now, so we find the smallest number is 7. If you multiply 252 by 7, then we obtain the new number is perfect square numbers. Now we need to find the square root of the new numbers. Okay, so here 1764 is the new numbers. So first we find the square root of these numbers. For this, first we express 1764 by in the product of prime numbers. So here you can see we write the 1764, we express it in the product of prime numbers. It's become 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 7 into 7. So here you can see 2 have in pair, 3 have in pair, and 7 have in also pairs here. But here 7 have in not pair. So 252 is not perfect square. But here each prime numbers you can see have in pairs. Okay. So 1764 is perfect square number because all the prime factors are in pairs. Okay. So now we find the square root of 1762. For this we write in 100. Again we find the product of the prime numbers of 1764 in square root. Okay, and we take one prime number from each pairs. Okay, so one prime number means here pair of 2. Okay, so we take one prime numbers 2 here, pair of 3. We take one prime numbers, we write here 2 into 3. Again this pair of 3, we take 1 7. So we obtain 2 into 3 into 7. Okay, this is a 42. So in this way you can say we find the square root of 1764 is 42. So student, I hope all of you understood. Let's see second part of this questions. Second part of this question is 180. The second part, the given number is 180. So 180 is not perfect square. Okay, 180 is not perfect square number. So we need to find the smallest whole number. Okay, for multiply the 180, and that it's become the perfect square numbers. And after this we find the square root of this number. So let's see how to solve this question. Second part of this question, the given number is 180. Okay, so first we express 180 in the form of in the product of prime factors. Okay, so 180. First we find the prime factorization of 180 is this is 180. First we divide it by 2, we obtain 90. Again we divide it by 2, we obtain 45. Again this is divisible by 3, we obtain 15. Again 15 is also divisible by 3, then we obtain 5. And this is the prime number, so you can say this is divisible by only 5. Okay, so we can write here, we can express the 180 in the form of prime factors. So here 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Okay, so you can see here 2 into 3 have in pairs, 3 into 3 have in pairs, but 5 have no pairs. Okay, 5 have no pair. So and this number is not perfect square number because here 5 have no pair. If you multiply in these numbers by 5, then it's become perfect square numbers. Okay, if you multiply here 5, so again 5 is having pairs, 2 having pairs, 3 having pairs. So it means that this 5 have in also pair will have 5 will have also in pairs. Okay, then this number becomes a perfect square numbers. Here a prime factor 5 prime factor, or you can say prime number 5 has no pair. Okay, you can see here the prime factor 5 has no pair, therefore 180 must be multiplied by be multiplied by 5. Okay, because the 5 have no pair, so this number must be multiplied by 5 to make it perfect square. To make it perfect square number. Okay, here you can see 5 have no pairs, so 180 must be multiplied by 5 to make it perfect square. Okay, so smallest numbers, what is the smallest numbers here? Smallest number is 5. Okay, you can say the smallest number is 5. So if you multiply 1, therefore if you multiply 180 by 5, okay, then we obtain 900. Okay, so after this we find the square root of the obtained numbers. Square root of the obtained numbers. So now square root of the obtained number. So for this is the new numbers. So first we find the square root by prime factorization method. So first we write the new numbers. It means that 900 in the product of prime factors. Okay, so this becomes 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. Clear? So now we are taking under root both sides. 900 and here under root 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. Now we are taking each one prime number from each factor. We are taking one prime number from each factors. So we are taking one prime number from each pairs. So here this is pair of 2, so we take one prime number. Here this is pair of 3, again we take one prime number. And here this is pair of 5, we take one prime number. So in this way you can see 2 3 are 6, 6 5 are 30. Okay, so this is a 30. Okay, so here you can see the square root of 900 is 30. So student, I hope all of you understood how to find and the required number, that if you multiply the given numbers becomes perfect square numbers. After this we find the square root of new numbers. Here you can see the given number is 180. So first you find it, first we write the prime factorization. After this we express these numbers in the form of prime factors. Okay, so here you can see 5 have 2 have in pair, 3 has in pair, but 5 have in no pair. So the smallest numbers is 5. If you multiply 180 in 5, that we obtain perfect square numbers. Okay, so here you can see we multiply in 180 by 5, this becomes 900. 900 this is new number, this is a perfect square numbers. Now again we need to find the square root of 900. So you can see here we find the square root of 900 is 30. Now let's see next part of this question. Next part, third part, the given number is 1008. This is third part. Okay. Given number is 1008. Given number is 1008. Okay. So first we find the prime factorization of this number. You can see here the unit digit of this number is 8. So this is not perfect square numbers, because the perfect square numbers have its unit place is 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. But here you can see the unit place digit is 8, so this is not perfect square. So first we find the prime factorization of 1008. Clear? So first write like this: 1008. Here unit place digit is even number, so this number is divided by 2. So you obtain 5 2 is 4, 5 2 is 10, here 0, 4 2 is 8. Again this number is divided by 2, so you obtain here 2 2 is 4, and 5 is 10, 2 2 is 4. Okay. Again obtain here 1 2 6. If you divide it by 2, you obtain here 63. Again this number is divided by 3. Again this number is divided by 3, and we obtain 7. 7 1 6. Okay. So you can see here the prime factorization of 1008 is 2 2 2 4 times 2 2 times 3 1 times 7. So first we write the 1008 in the product of prime numbers. Okay. So we can write here 1008 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Okay. So here you can see 2 have in pairs, these 2 have in pairs, 3 have in pairs, but 7 have in no pairs. Okay. So you can write here the prime factor 7. Here prime factor 7 has no pair. Okay. Prime factor 7 have no pair. Therefore this multiply, as you can say, therefore 1008 must be multiplied by 7 to make it a perfect square number. If you multiply by these numbers by 7, so this number becomes perfect square numbers. Okay. So let's see, if you multiply 1008 into 7. Okay. So this is equal to 7 1 is 7, 0 and 56. Okay, this is our new numbers. Okay, this is a perfect square numbers. Okay, you can see we write the 1008 in the product of prime numbers. Here we can see 7 has no pair, so we multiply the given numbers 1008 by 7, then we obtain 7056. This number is perfect square numbers become, because if we multiply 7 here, then this becomes 7 in pairs, so this numbers becomes perfect square numbers. Now you find the square root of this numbers. So for this we write 7056, this is equal to, you can write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Okay, so you can take each one prime number from each pair. So in this way here we obtain 2 from this pairs, 2 from this pairs, 3 from this pairs, and 7 from this pairs. Okay, so in this way 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 12, and 12 to the 84. Okay, so we have done here 84. The square root of 7056 is 84. The square root of, here we find the square root of 7056 is 84. Clear? Okay. So student, I hope all of you understood how to find the smallest number that will multiply the given numbers, then it's become perfect square numbers, and how to find the square root of new numbers. You know very well. So thank you for watching. Jai Hind.